What's up, guys? Check it out. I know I don't normally wear sunglasses, but I did some bullshit to my eyes under a vehicle welding. I don't know, man, if I burn it, got some, BBs in it, some bullshit. But it's been sensitive to light, just the one eye, the left one. Now, one day I wear safety glasses. I've got safety goggles now. They fit under the mask. They're awesome. But I have, always worn safety glasses, but, they don't cover your full eye. These goggles do. They suck that shit in. And anti-fog technology, guys. Where are they at? I don't want to die, so I'm not going to get them. Anyway, look, I started wearing goggles, but I wore my safety glasses, not these. The yellow ones I always wear. These. They're always around, right? I love them. And, man, something got in there. It's real sensitive to light right now, so I don't know if you can see it, if it's red or not. You know what I mean? God dang, just that made it water. Just seeing that much of the sun. But I've been working. I don't know. I don't think it was flash, man, because, usually that's both eyes, because I look at things with both my eyes. I don't know. But we're on our way out to the horse ranch again. Look, man, you gotta love places that don't take care of their shit, because it's just constant money for you, right? There's a lot of people that I hear online, and it's funny because they'll be like, I would have done a job this way, the should have and would have crowd, right? And the way they type is would have, like with OF and should have. You should have and I would have. Really, man? But you're not doing it. I am. So fuck off. Either way, where was I going with this? Yeah, you see a lot of these dudes who are like, oh man, I never would have done this job like this. I would have done it this way, the proper way. And you can tell they're not welders out in the field. They may be welding at a shop, I don't know, but they're not welders out in the field, man, because a lot of times you're going to see a job coming up, man. I'm doing it like the customer wants, right? Just like at that flooring place when I did the railing, I told them, look, I saw that railing today, it's still holding up too. Anyway, I told them, look, man, I can do it like this one time, and then the next time it's going to have to cost a lot more, and you're going to tear all this shit out and start all over. You know what I mean? But why not make that money the first time and then have a repeat customer? I saw some people talking shit to On Fire Welding. I never would have done a job like that. I think it was him. No, it was MCF Welding. That's who it was. He's pretty damn good, right? And some motherfuckers were, that's his job. He welds for a living and then does side work. Somebody was talking about giving him shit about something, and it's like, this is what the customer wanted, bro. You're not gonna, why would you turn down having a repeat customer? It's gonna fail, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. Not fail to where it's gonna hurt somebody, but eventually you're gonna be back, right? So why not make double the money, make that money, make it again. Every customer is gonna want to paint their turd. He was doing a truck, like a dump truck or some shit. Every customer is going to want to paint their turd at least once or twice before you have to fucking start replacing shit or doing it the right way. So why not let them paint that turd pay you to do it, right? I'm not a painter, but I'll paint a turd, fuck. Straight up, man. It's irritating because these people aren't out here in the field, man. You doing what the customer asks. I did a boom arm one time, and this motherfucker was like, I would have boxed it in more with that steel and blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, you wouldn't, bro. You would have added so much weight to that boom arm. It only holds so much weight anyway. The dude that brought this other shit that added to it fucked it up, man. It's so heavy now. But these dudes, man, these armchair experts out here, they want to damn talk like they know what the fuck is going on. And you can tell every time, man. And nobody ever says anything to them because it's like, I don't want to waste my time proving you wrong. It's going to take 4 or 5 sentences, or 4 or 5 comments before you're like, oh shit, and you disappear. You just ask people for proof, man. That's it. That's all you ask for, and people will fucking flip out. There was a guy the other day on one of Jody's new videos, the tips and tricks. One of my favorite channels, man. Jody will show you how to weld. You want to learn how to weld? Tim Welds and Jody and all them. Oh, man, they're serious. They're scientific and shit. This thing's falling. Anyway, it was on one of his videos, and this dude started with laugh out loud. Man, I can't help but engage. Anybody starts with laugh my ass off or laugh out loud, all right, this is an adolescent. Let's see what he knows. Of course, it was proven with blah, 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 and then it's like, well, where's this proof? You don't have to keep talking if you just point to the proof, right? And I never said I disagreed with him. I never brought up my channel like he was making fun of me. You're probably just some welding repair, blah, 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 just fixing some rusty shit. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I don't give a fuck. You know, you're making fun because you're not doing it. You wish you were, right? And he was trying to like skate around. You know how they do, skate around. I threw out some WPS. Like everybody knows what that fucking is, man. Get on out of here. You know what I mean? And then he just disappeared because I was like, no, you never did. You started making fun of me and never did actually come with the proof that you claimed to have when you started. You know, nobody does. It's fucking, there's a lot of fake ass people out here. If you're real, if you can really weld, you can get out here and do it, man. There's a lot of fake ass people out here. But that's not what this video is about. I'm going out here, I'm going to show you what I've got to do. They said something about the manure spreader is fucking up. Now, I've got like 7 or 8, maybe 6 videos that I never posted from back when I disappeared and never gave you guys an explanation when I came back. And one of them was a manure spreader. I refabricated an entire manure spreader for these, or the teeth on it, because you couldn't find them anywhere, man. It's an old manure spreader, and the teeth were like, I found 2 of them. They needed like fucking a lot. I can't remember exactly how many, but a lot. And I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, they needed a lot. So I actually ended up getting some square tube, and you know, I'll show you when I get up here and show you the thing. I just cut them out of square tube, and I don't even know how the hell I cut them. I think I just cut them with a straight up. Yeah, I fucking put them in a vise and cut them with a grinder and a cutoff wheel. I cut a lot of them out. I got a whole video to show you on that. It's just on my computer now. I usually just do them from my phone. It's a lot of talking. It's a long drive. But I'm going to show you this manure spreader, see what the hell I got to do to fix it, you know. But the main plot to this video is not me ranting about other shit. I'm sorry about that. The main deal, and I'm sorry if this is too low. Let me see if I can take it up a little bit for you. No. So the main deal was, guys, I'm going out here to this horse ranch, right? I never tell you the names of the places. Fuck it. I'm not affiliated with them, but I'm going out here to work. You guys have seen me work out here at least 20 times, and I made so much money at this place. Like I say, it's cool to have a place that doesn't, you know, take care of their stuff. I mean, you know, sorry for them, but it makes you a lot of money. Plus, this is Florida. Everything rusts. There's sand in the soil everywhere. So if it's touching steel, if there's steel, I mean, we're really close to the ocean. It's just salt. I mean, there's rust. It's a gold mine. If you want to weld, move to Florida. Real seriously, go close to the ocean, preferably, and you will be welding all the time. People are getting smart and going with aluminum though. A lot of aluminum trailers now, boys. But anyway, so I'm talking about this horse place, right? I've been out here to do a ton of jobs. I've done the flooring place, man. I did 3 or 4 jobs for them. I have since done jobs for 2 of their employees, right? The pumps place, I've been there 2 or 3 times, man. There's a lawn place, I've been there 2 or 3 times. I'm telling you, a lot of you guys want to get with these mom and pop places and do 1 or 2 jobs here and there. But you get some of these corporate places. I'm about to go do a job at a lumber place. They got a bunch of fucking stores, man. They got a welder, right? But the thing is, they got so many stores, they're paying this one welder full time to weld. But I got the job, right, somehow. And it takes some weeks sometimes to get to stuff because he's got to go between all these stores, right? So they're paying me to come in there to weld up somebody backed into a pole, right? I'm going to be putting gussets on it, bolting, you know, into the floor. I'm glad I got that drill. the freaking Bauer, guys, check it out. The Bauer. Whoa, I almost died. Look, they got me on there. Can you see that guy? That bald guy? That's me. Oh, anyway, I hope that joke worked out. Yeah, man, going out here, guys, get with some of these corporate places. You never know. Just go hand them a card. I pulled up in this parking lot of this lumber place. It was weird because the general manager was standing in the middle of the parking lot, and I started walking towards the place, and he was on his phone. He's like, "Can I help you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a welder, blah, blah, blah." I didn't know if he was the general manager or not. And he's like, "Can you look at something?" He took me in there, and I was like, "Yep." And I submitted, man. That's all you got to do, submit it. If it don't come back, it don't come back. You ain't got to fucking tell nobody. Just submit it. And they called me and was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. When can you be here? Cool. You know, I'm going to go do it Tuesday. So, yeah, I'm going to show you these things. We're going to see what I need to do to fix it, blah, blah, blah. But the moral of the story is, I keep on going off of the rails here. Moral of the story is, guys, look for these places, man. Concrete places, different places. Don't work on a concrete truck. I'll just tell you that right now. Because they're all that, not in Florida, they put some ceramic shit or something in there. Underneath all that white coating is rust, and it's fucking everywhere. You're not going to be doing nothing but bolting just steel to it, man, and just sandwiching rust in the middle. And then they'll be rust jacking or some bullshit later. Like, nah, bruh, nah. Anyway, listen to me. Go talk to these places, these corporate places. These places that have a lot of stores, man. If they get you welding in one place, oh, and that flooring place I just talked about earlier, I was up there earlier talking to them because they're talking about having me make more of those things that they just put on trucks, man. And that was just an accident. I ran across them, I handed out a card. They actually thought they were calling somebody's friend that works there. They thought that he handed them the card, but he didn't. It was my car that just ended up in there, and this dude was going to get his friend a job welding for this company, and the friend never showed up. I fucking showed up. So that's what's up, man. If you're on time, where's this fucking place? If you're on time, I forgot how to get there. If you're on time and you're just always there, you're there. Hey, I'm a welder, man. What's up? I'll be here. If you show up, man, a lot of times you get the job just from showing up. So we are about to pull into this place, man. Did I fucking pass the place? Jeez, man, I forgot how to get here. Whoa. I know I'm not supposed to be going this fast, dog. I'm sorry. And guy. See the guy walking his dog? Anyway, my jokes are stupid. And guy. I'm sorry, I laugh at him though. Here we are. Okay, let's check this out. Let's check this out. You guys remember this? Boom, guys, here we are again. Right? Look, since the last time, I don't know if y'all can see up there, they've had another arena built. That's more steel that eventually it's gonna rust, and I'll be putting all these plates around the bottom of it. You guys have seen me do a lot of jobs at this place. If you've watched any of my videos, I've been out here 100,000 times already. Oh, maintenance guy. Yeah, look, that thing's rusted. Yep, I could probably get that from him. Anyway, I'm gonna pull over here. That's the arena that I worked on, and I'll show you all the stuff. Oh, here's the manure spreader. Let's see. Let's get out and look at it. All right, guys, here is the manure spreader, and you can see down here. Let me actually, okay, now you can see these are the teeth that were here. These have been here the entire time, right? These weren't bad. These don't get a lot of action. But these down here, they do get a lot of action. Let's see here. There we go. All right, and these were all just like these, right? They were flat at the top. This is all horseshit, by the way, so it's not so bad. It's just basically hay. Well, there's none in there. It's just sand. There was some in there when I was working on it. But look, you see how they're kind of flat across there? They look like basically square tubing. Well, these, and you can see that's just on angle, right? You can see, hopefully you can see that. It's on angle. It's just a big piece of angle bolted in there. So I did this one, man. I just got big pieces of angle. I couldn't find these teeth anywhere. You see how many they needed? A lot. So I couldn't find them anywhere. I found like a couple. They were like 30 bucks a piece or some shit. I'm like, they need a lot of these. It's gonna be expensive. So I just got some square tubing, same size as this stuff. 3/16 looks like. You run into a lot of 3/16. And I'm gonna get my hands dirty here. You can see I welded that with 7018 all the way across. Painted them. Look, 7018, you guys. 7018s. That horse shit will eat through anything. As soon as it touches steel, it starts rusting. I didn't replace any of this stuff in here. I just put those on angle, cut them out. Basically I did a lot of work with a little angle grinder, dude. This was a square. Basically picture this sitting the opposite direction on top of it, right? So this was a full piece of square tubing all the way around, and then I just cut it at an angle And I didn't flatten them out like that. I just rounded them off a little bit and just welded them on, man. You know, and it was crazy because some of them they're offset, so I had to weld some of them so many inches from the end. I can't remember exactly. And then I painted them and bolted them back on. But today we are looking at something else that seems like it's going to be an issue. So I first saw this, and then they said if you look back in there, right there, it's falling out, right? Let's see if we can get a little bit more. Oh no, it doesn't want to give me more light, it wants to give me less. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. All right, so you can see it's falling through out back there, right? So we're gonna look down underneath this thing and see what's going on. I thought, man, maybe I could just weld a bar across there because they need to get this shit. How do we? Whoa, now it's really bright. Good. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is all horse shit, by the way, guys. Don't forget that. Sometimes the job gets shitty. The horse shit ain't really that bad, guys. Like I say, it's just basically hay. It just turns back into hay. So, anyway, this chain is attached up there, right? And then it has fallen through over here. And if you look, man, here's the problem. There is a lot of rust. Look at this. This shit's just, I don't know, man. I don't think, I was just going to weld a bar under there to get them going, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think I'm going to have to replace a big area over here. And then, I don't know, this is a bearing, but it don't seem all that great. And it seems that it was welded on there or something. It's broken. I mean, I can fix it, but it's gonna be a lot bigger job than I initially thought. I thought, well, I could just jack it up and weld a bar under there, but oof, that ain't gonna work. And that bar needs to be replaced eventually. Let's see what this other side looks like. Okay, this is, holy cow. All right, guys, this is what it's supposed to look like, right there. But as you can see, it's not what it looks like. Oh, where's it at? Oh yeah, there you go. Get a good view of it just falling through. So, see, this one's not so bad. So what I'm gonna have to do is, you can see where this plate is right here. I'm gonna have to replace this entire plate on that side. That means all of that, because it's all jacked up. So basically what I'm seeing, and I hope what you guys are seeing, is I'd have to take all this off, take all the linkages, everything. You're taking pictures of shit so you know where it's at, right? All these bottom linkages anyway. I probably wouldn't have to take that off, you know, unless the rust goes up that high. And then I could cut it out and put a plate in there and bolt it back in. All right, guys, I told her what was up. You know, I told her I'd send her some pictures from video when I got home, because I just got video of it. But that ain't something that I needed to take measurements of, because that's something I'll have to take apart, kind of grind down the rust to where I can see the holes and shit, and fucking measure everything before I take any screws out. You know how it goes. All the stuff, make a template, blah, blah, blah. Cut it out. You know, I told her it'd take about 2 days, because, I mean, the first day is going to be taking all that shit apart, taking pictures, documenting everything, making sure it goes back in the same spot, right? And then, you know, assessing the situation, grinding all the shit out, probably taking that apart, and then cutting it out. And then the second day be grinding more and welding more and doing all the painting and putting back together and drilling holes and shit where it needs to go. I'm glad I got that new drill, man. I'm gonna see if I can just go through with that Bauer. You know what I mean? See what kind of power the Bauer has on a 1.5 amp hour battery. Now I got 2 of those, so I got 3 amp hours. All right, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. So listen, this is part 1. Going to check out the job, and we got the job, and it's gonna. Oh yeah, her last text to me was, so I really need it fixed. So be creative. So it's gonna be money in my pocket, boys. Wow, wow, wow! Lots of rust in Florida. Rust is gold. All right, I'm done with this. I will see you tomorrow.